Hello. Tonight we read in 2 Timothy 1 and Proverbs
8.
Right. So, see you in what? Proverbs, right?
2 Timothy.
Oh, okay. 2 Timothy. Well, I'll start off because I liked verses 11 and 12. Go ahead, read it for me.
11 and 12. Whereunto I am appointed a preacher and an apostle and a teacher of the Gentiles, for the which came I also suffered these things. Nevertheless, I am not ashamed, for I know whom I have believed, and am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I have committed unto him against that day.
It's mostly like the last part of the
Do you know that song?
11, yeah, and
Ooh.
the first part of verse 12. And, yeah, so he was saying, like, I'm not going to be liked, and people are going to, they may not respect me because of what I'm saying, but I have to do it because I'm trying to help these people. So, same goes for if you see somebody who's clearly, like, they have something going on with them, you can always find a respectful way to say it. Maybe somebody's gaining weight, or maybe somebody's losing too much weight, or maybe they're just like the way their behavior, like you can just respectfully say, hey, like, what's going on with you? But and sometimes people are not going to accept that, and as long as you're trying to help them out. But first, it's good to make sure that you're solid first, so you don't look like a hypocrite. But as long as you're trying to help people, doesn't matter who likes you or who doesn't like you, because what are you going to be remembered for? And this generation is so soft, so grow up.
Oh man, that's rough, son. But Paul makes reference of that in earlier books where he says that I want to make sure that I am an example, I'm a model, so that lest when I preach to others, I myself would be a castaway. That means, like, I'm not even living what I'm saying. So God wants us to be an example. Now, what spoke to me, in the first chapter, there were 3 verses. The first one was how Paul greeted Timothy, or Timotheus, and he said, you had a lot of faith from your grandmother's Lois and your mother Eunice. Of course, I thought about your grandmothers, Barbara and Priscilla. They poured so much. They were godly, strong women. And would they be so proud of you and what, as far as what's going on. And of course, he said, your mother Eunice. And hopefully I have served something. But it says that faith first lived in them, in your grandmother, then your mother. I'm convinced that it also lives in you. So the Lord wants you to stir up the faith, to fan the flames, to cultivate it, and you will see amazing things. And what you were saying as far as sometimes you got to do the hard things, well, in verse 7, I remember when a teacher said that to you back in sophomore year, and I was like, you better preach. And this was Chicago Public Schools. But you don't remember when she said, God hasn't given you the spirit of fear, but power, love, and sound mind. Do you remember that? Yeah. And I just always remember that. And I was on a call with her this summer, and I will always remember her. And she was teaching a Zoom session. And it's just that people are placed in our lives to bring back to memory the scriptures that were planted deep down. But I would say that she's listed in the Hall of Faith. Lois, Eunice, your grandmothers. Hey, that teacher. All right, so Proverbs 8. Proverbs 8. Well, I know earlier today I was talking about how in Proverbs 23, it says that riches will make itself as wings and fly away, that we can't be hooked up and connected and have our hope in temporary treasures out here because they're so temporal. And of course, Proverbs 8 is talking about how when you have wisdom, that's true wealth, that it will bring you It says, "For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be compared or to be desired cannot be compared to wisdom." And I was saying that you've never seen luggage in a casket, or when you're about to bury someone, you can't take it. So let's really pass these truths from our ancestors, from those who have walked on, who have graduated to glory. So many are graduating to glory. What do you have to say about that, as far as what is really valuable out here?
Can't take those expensive clothes.
Can't take that expensive.
He might be dressed in it, but what good will it do then?
But what?
What good will it do you then?
Nothing.
You should go to somebody else.
Yeah. Just know that what you do for Christ will last. That's the only thing. Have a wonderful evening.
Good night.